Hearing aids employing this level of AI have gotten better and better over the last decade or so. But as I mentioned before, further gains would have been hard to come by without something new happening. AI has been incorporated into hearing devices for quite some time. Before getting into the latest developments, let's begin with a quick look at how AI is most commonly used. Forgive me if I oversimplify while keeping it brief. Running an AI program requires a deep neural network, or DNN, which is a structure that mimics the way a human brain processes information. A DNN is trained by providing a series of inputs and the corresponding desired outputs. As a result of this training, the DNN can deliver a valid output even when presented with an input that is not identical to what was provided in the training, just as a human brain can. Imagine asking someone who has never seen a cat to draw one. If you give them only a basic description, you might end up with a child's version. With additional detail, the drawing gets more realistic. Add even more details and you'll get quite a good rendering. This is how DNNs work. Each little nugget of description is called a parameter. The more parameters the DNN can hold and act on, the closer its output will be to the ideal over a wider range of inputs. Try to accomplish too much with too few parameters or with an improperly trained AI model, and the results will not be good. But it's not just about numbers. It's beyond the scope of this discussion exactly how, but the better AI software companies are getting more and more done with fewer parameters, enabling increasingly complex AI models to run in smaller processors. This is very much cutting edge. In hearing devices, a DNN can either be incorporated into the processor chip itself or be completely separate. The size of the DNN, the complexity of the training, and the number of parameters needed depends on the task assigned to the DNN and the number of possible outcomes. Relatively small DNNs can be used to match, for example, a sound scene to the nearest of some thousands of training samples. This works well because similar sound scenes will have similar hearing aid settings. Therefore, very large training sets are not required. The DNN itself does not have to be extremely large either, nor does it have to be particularly fast. And yet they have greatly improved the user experience by automatically optimizing hearing aid performance as one goes about their day. It sure beats trying to guess the best settings with the app all the time. Another use of AI is to determine where nearby voices are for the purpose of focusing the mics on each one. Hearing aids employing this level of AI have gotten better and better over the last decade or so. But as I mentioned before, further gains would have been hard to come by without something new happening. That something is inline speech and noise separation. This requires a larger, faster, and more capable DNN than before, combined with very high efficiency AI models. The DNN is placed directly in the audio stream, identifying noise and removing meaningful amounts in real time while allowing nearby speech to pass through with minimal delay. When given a server farm like what the internet meeting platforms use to remove noise, or even a modern smartphone, one has a lot of processing power at hand. But to deliver effective speech and noise separation in ear with all-day wear, one has to make careful choices on both hardware and software. The latest advances in both hearing aid and consumer earbud processor chips, combined with the most sophisticated tiny AI models developed for that specific purpose, are bringing this capability to devices at a wide range of price points. As a result, more people will enjoy improved speech comprehension in noisy settings than ever before.